Imagine it's the morning of March 3, 1876. You are in the tiny settlement of Olympia Springs, Kentucky. It is a perfectly clear, sunny day. Mrs. Allen Crouch is outside in her yard, probably tending to her garden or hanging laundry, when the sky begins to fall. But it isn't rain, and it definitely isn't snow. For several minutes, chunks of fresh, raw flesh, some the size of a finger, others as large as a man's hand, began plummeting from a cloudless sky. It wasn't just a few pieces either. It covered a strip of land 100 yards long and 50 yards wide. Mrs. Crouch described the falling meat as large snowflakes, but the sight on the ground was anything but delicate. It looked like a butcher shop had exploded in the upper atmosphere. The Kentucky meat shower immediately became the talk of the town. Neighbors gathered around the Crouch farm to stare at the bloody mess clinging to the fences and scattered across the grass. Most people would have run for cover or started praying, but this was the 1870s. People were built differently back then. Instead of calling a priest, two local men named Ben Carlton and James Catlett decided the best way to solve this cosmic mystery was with their taste buds. They picked up a few stray pieces of sky beef, dusted them off, and actually ate them. Their official verdict? It had a flavor somewhere between mutton and venison. A bold choice, considering they had no idea where it came from. Word of the meat shower spread like wildfire, eventually reaching the New York Times. Scientists and doctors scrambled to get their hands on preserved samples. One researcher, Leopold Brandeis, initially claimed it wasn't meat at all, but a type of cyanobacteria called nostoc. He argued that it had been sitting on the ground all along and simply swelled up when it rained. The problem? It hadn't rained. And when the samples were put under a microscope by the Newark Scientific Association, the algae theory went right out the window. They found muscle fibers, they found fatty tissue, they even found pieces of lung and cartilage. This was undeniably animal flesh. So how does a literal ton of shredded animal organs end up falling from a clear blue sky? The answer is somehow grosser than the event itself. Vulture vomit. Vultures are nature's cleanup crew, but they have a specific biological quirk. When they find a large carcass, like a dead horse or a cow, they gorge themselves until they are literally too heavy to fly. If a flock of these birds is startled or needs to take off quickly to escape a predator, they have a defensive vomiting reflex. They purge their entire stomach contents instantly to lose weight and get airborne. The theory is that a massive flock of vultures had just finished a feast nearby, took flight together, got spooked mid-air, and performed a synchronized stomach dump right over the Crouch farm. So the next time you're walking outside on a beautiful sunny day and feel a drop of something on your shoulder, just be thankful it's only water. Because in 1876, the forecast in Kentucky was a 100% chance of half-digested horse lung.